A medical drama like no other, with a supernatural twist.
Am I invisible? Like a ghost? Could say that.
Saving Hope premiered to record audiences in 2012. Today, it's one of CTV's most celebrated series, seen around the world.
Got your attention, didn't it?
Now, the stars join eTalk's Tracy Melchior to celebrate the premiere of the final season, to talk unforgettable storylines,
Ripped from the headlines on network TV.
and to share cast secrets you won't hear anywhere else.
He mocks you. He mocks you with his eyes.
Plus, you won't want to miss a tease of what's to come in Season 5.
Charlie.
eTalk presents Saving Hope, the final season, starts now.
This is the cast of Saving Hope Season 5, the final season. Guys, what an incredible run. Give yourselves a round of applause.
Congratulations.
5 years, that's been a minute. Do you ever look back and think, wow, this journey feels like it just started yesterday?
It is weird because it feels like when you're doing it, it feels like it's taking forever, and then all of a sudden, now that we're ending, everybody goes, wow, that went by quickly. So.
And emotional? Are we emotional right now?
Wendy is clearly.
It's been really emotional, and there's been a lot of tears, and there's going to be a lot more.
Yeah. And a lot of smiles. Your dedicated fans know what a roller coaster ride it's been since day one. To catch us up, here's a look back.
With twist after dramatic twist, including mental illness, assault, tragic diagnosis, dueling exes, medical emergencies, office trysts, and a dose of talking to ghosts for good measure.
Is this heaven?
Nope, it isn't.
This fan favorite turned smash hit keeps fans on their toes. Dr. Charlie Harris sees spirits, and it could all be the result of a brain tumor that put his life in jeopardy. Will the ghosts return? Are the ghosts real? And more importantly, are the ghosts all harmless? Then there's his star-crossed romance with Dr. Alex Reed. A car accident nearly divided them for good. Charlie came back from a coma, only to see Alex's ex back into the picture. A stabbing lands Alex in a coma herself. And did we mention having a baby but not being sure who the father is? Now she's back with Charlie. But is it for good? Or is fate against them? Season 4 ends with a patient-turned-gunman and the barrel aimed squarely at either Alex or Charlie. Another threat to their epic love story. Season 5 reveals whose life hangs in the balance, and whether the doctors of Hope Zion Hospital have any hope for a happy ending.
Finish this sentence. When I first read the script, ...
I fell in love. I know, I'm the cheesy one, which is why I have the role I have, right? Yeah,
Wendy?
When I first read the script, I was a man. And I've transitioned.
See? That is a better...
It was
That's why I asked
written
Wendy.
for a man. And they said, would you be interested? And I said, oh, yeah. So, yeah, changed her into a woman.
Perfect.
I did not even know that.
Yeah.
When I first read the script, I thought, well, a lot of this is going to change. I did actually think that it was going to change somewhat in a way that the character was going to be a little bit more actively involved, and it turned out to be in a ghost kind of way. So,
Okay, over the seasons, you've experienced multiple broken engagements, straight and gay relationships, one blown-up doctor, multiple surgeries on others and each other, and lots of spirits. So now we're thinking about Season 5. Where are we going?
It's an emotional roller coaster ride this last season, for sure. That's what people have to look forward to.
Deeper into the tundra.
I will say, like, during our read-throughs, it's always like it's always emotional. Yeah, so I think people who love the show and watch Season 5, they're gonna be, yeah. They're going to bust out the tissue boxes.
And funny, too. Like, I find that even in our read-throughs, we go between, like, where you're laughing and then you're crying.
Yeah, sure.
Right away, and I think that's the hallmark of kind of the show, too, right? Is that there's...
Well, I think sometimes the best way to break tension is laughter, and that kind of comes in. And, you know, talking about the tears, too, we just had our last read-through, and it was... We were really lucky. There was some champagne, and we kind of gave this, you know, there was a great speech that was given, but basically in front of everybody was a box of tissue as we went around, and it wasn't just sadness due to the fact that the show was ending. A little bit of it was that, but it was also that it was a very beautiful, poetic episode that I think is going to touch everybody in a way.
Are you going to be okay?
No, I'm crying now. Where's my box of tissue?
Well, at the end of season 4, somebody got shot. We don't know who got shot. We don't know if this is a life or death situation. So when we come back, are we going to find out like right away what happened?
Not yet. We don't keep them waiting very long, though, I don't think.
No, it's not very long. No, you find out pretty soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We're all
I'll
here
take
right
that.
now.
Okay. Catching up.
But we may have been a spirit.
But one of us
That's right, we don't
is
know.
a ghost.
That's
Yeah.
right.
One of us.
What is the deal with Charlie and his ghosts? Are they in his head? Are they really there because of his, because of his tumor? What's going on? What's the deal?
Well, that's a great question, and we will. I don't think we're ever going to provide an absolutely dead, succinct answer as to why he sees them specifically. Is it a medical condition? But we are going to get near the tail end of season 5. We are going to get a lot of hints as to the evolution as to how he got to this place. And then I think in the finished episode, Alex has a great take on why he was the way he was, which I think is a nice way of succinctly putting it. So we will kind of, it won't be a specific diagnosis, surgical diagnosis, but there will be a reason given. So.
Anybody have a different take?
He's just crazy.
Yeah, this is crazy.
How about soulmates? Are Alex and Charlie soulmates? Is it fate? Is it destiny?
For season 5, one of the overall themes is do we create our own destiny, or is it fate? And are we in charge of where we go with our life? And is there a bit of a balance between the two things? And so it's following each character as they come across these huge issues in their lives, and whether they decide what they decide to do with that. And so for Charlie and Alex, I've always thought that they were and are soulmates.
Saving Hope is not afraid to take on the big issues. We'll talk about that next. But first, you've seen the drama of the ER on TV. Here's what it looks like when the show's cameras aren't rolling.
Hey, I'm going to take you through the ER, the same path that every guest star takes as they come off the ambulance here, right through the waiting room, which we oftentimes have upwards to 100 background performers. We come our fastest right this way, and we land here. And once here, the cameras tend to stay tight on our face, and we pretend to be doing things with our hands. It actually looks like we're playing piano or something like that. And off the bed goes, up to the OR, where I don't go. I just kind of stay here and come over here and do some paperwork. As you can see, it has been seasons and seasons and seasons of just random scribbles. Shahir is a nerd, I'll write down, or something like that. I find oftentimes I'm here, I'll say something like, everything here works, we just don't have it plugged in at all times because you can hurt yourself. It's so funny, I get so many people who ask me what it is that I'd want to take home from the set. I mean, there's an MRI machine, that would be great, because I mean, a lot of the stuff here is worth a lot of money, so I mean, what particularly would I want to take? I don't know. I don't know if there's anything I would take, to be honest.
In moments, how Saving Hope keeps fans hungry for more.
It's really been about how do we make it real.
And the cast revealed their secrets.
I have what's called laughy eyes, so I can look at somebody and make them laugh.
Then, an exclusive preview of Season 5 on eTalk Presents Saving Hope, the final season.
What's the name of the show called again? Saving what? Hope. Who's Hope?
Hi, eTalk. I'm Erica Durance, and thank you for coming to the set of Saving Hope.
From day one, season 1, eTalk has been an honorary resident of Hope Zion Hospital, and we've seen it all, from guest directors to stars turned directors.
I've had to rein in some of the actors and, their petulance in their kind of ways. The worst one of all of them has been me.
And cut.
I'm
I'm really trying to put out the vibe of excellence, and I think it's coming back to me tenfold.
He's way too handsome to be like a barista.
The woman outside's asking for you. She says it's an emergency.
I'm just heading into surgery now.
That's not very good. I can't work opposite this.
4 seasons going on 5 of eTalk's complete behind-the-scenes access to the hit series and the innermost hopes and dreams of its stellar cast.
We're still waiting for a Maggie-Alex romance.
I think Meryl Streep and Daniel Day-Lewis could play my parents, but I think Meryl Streep could play my dad and Daniel Day-Lewis could play my mom. If you could make that happen, that'd be great.
As always with Saving Hope, there is no happily ever after.
In this show, it's like you die and you could have you could be the star of the show and die.
Never say never on a show like this.
This is eTalk Presents Saving Hope, the final season, and I'm with the core cast of season 5. Now, this show has never shied away from tackling the hard issues. Your characters have dealt with breast cancer, sexual assault, miscarriage, suicide, Asperger's syndrome. Now, has that been part of the appeal for you, helping spur conversations that surround these issues?
Absolutely. I mean, I think especially on a network television show to approach those issues is especially important. And I know I think we've all had a piece of that. Mm-hmm. But it's also, you know, and as an actor, you want to be able to communicate stories that challenge and that speak to people who are going through all sorts of different things. So I'm proud of that.
Everything has a real air of authenticity about it. In all of the big issues, it's really been about how do we make it real. And that's been very interesting to witness.
I've been very proud of that and just what I've seen over the years in terms of showcasing both sides and the fact that we are on a network show and the fact that it is authentic. Like there's a storyline in this 5th season where there's an episode about racial profiling. I mean, it's pretty bold, and when I read it, I'm like, this is amazing. Like I just could not have been any happier.
Like ripped from the headlines.
Yeah, exactly. Ripped from the headlines, and it's like on network TV. It's amazing.
Michael, it's very rare, I feel like, in the TV landscape that you get to play across character equals, as you do with these incredibly talented women. How does that feel for you? You know, that everybody's written on a certain level.
Oh, I think it's fantastic. We have our executive producer, Alana Frank, has been very on purpose with making sure that our leading ladies are not only as strong, but sometimes in more positions of authority than the male figures. And that's not just the world that we live in, but the world that you kind of want to see a little bit more of. And she's been great with also instilling within that same sort of integrity with creating other examples where we have lots of stories over the last 2 or 3 seasons have been relating to homosexual relationships and whatnot, and an attempt to normalize that, to not say, hey, and we're not trying to highlight the fact that these are strong ladies, we're trying to make it like this is just how it is.
In just a moment, the cast gives us the inside scoop on each other. But first, this room is the site of many a tense moment on Saving Hope. Here's a look at the magic behind the scenes.
I play Dr. Shahir Hamza, neurosurgeon here on Saving Hope. There are about 5 ORs, so let's take a look at them. This is OR 5. Jay Mitchell is over here. Follow me. This OR leads into a cafeteria, and there's a ladder over there. Let's go check the other one. There's got to be something in this one. OR number 4, A. Simpson. There is a... Oh, there's a... Come over here. This is the OR. This is the OR we always use right here. Come on in. This is where we cut open bodies. Our prosthetics team is always hard at work. Our props team does an incredible job. These are all real tools, all real medical tools. Apparently, this bit here costs $1,000. Made out of titanium, this thing. The drill that I use to drill into a brain it's called a burr drill. And it's something that we share with Mount Sinai Hospital, and that drill is at the hospital right now. Just gives you a sense of how authentic we really like to keep it here. Come over here. Ooh, there's some feet here. And we like to give, foot massages here on Saving Hope. We're a full-service hospital. I really got to figure out what's going on with this guy underneath this drapery here. I need a mask. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Up next, the tight-knit cast tells all about each other.
If you got arrested, who would you call to bail you out?
I'd call Shanks, but my fear is that they put him in too.
Plus, your first look at the season premiere, only on eTalk Presents Saving Hope, the final season.
Welcome back to eTalk Presents Saving Hope, the final season. Now, you've all been together for a while, so I want to put you to the test and see how well you know each other. In a little game eTalk likes to call Getting to Know You. Very original title. We spent a lot of time on that.
Yeah,
okay.
great title.
Who spends the most time in the makeup chair?
I do.
Michael.
I think my makeup time has grown, actually.
Yeah, from 1 to 5.
Mine certainly has. Yeah, I've had a lot of time.
Yeah.
You guys are nice to each other. All right. Who is most likely to be caught napping on set?
Michelle. I don't know. I'm trying to be.
Why is that, Michelle? Why is that?
Because I have 3 kids and I'm always tired.
I got you. I got you. Your excuse. Okay. Who is most likely to make the blooper reel?
Ben. Ben's certainly the.
Ben, yes.
I think we've all had our fair share of blooper moments.
But they all said you,
like
Ben.
to make everybody laugh, and then he can keep
But
a really straight face. Yeah, he would turn his into a joke.
He mocks you with his eyes.
Yeah.
All right.
He mocks you with his eyes.
I have what's called laughy eyes, so I can look at somebody and make them laugh just by giving a little wink.
It's a cruel joke.
It's a cruel
He
joke.
smizes?
Yeah.
Do you smize with your eyes? Who is most likely to be caught lounging in their scrubs on an off day? Is that you?
I'll say Michael.
And your scrubs.
Because this guy is like, he's
relaxed guy.
constantly reading, studying his scripts.
Just a word about scrubs is we're all going to miss them, and the idea that we'd have to go on to a real show with real clothes and high heels. I can't. No, these are like
I love
pajamas.
these scrubs.
That's a dream wardrobe.
Yeah,
Exactly.
no,
Really
It's
is.
a little bloated. Doesn't matter. Who cares? Yeah.
Okay, so if you got arrested, who would you call to bail you out? And has this happened?
I'd call Shanks, but my fear is that they put him
No,
in too.
I was going to say, we'd both be in, so I wouldn't call you.
Wendy. I'd call
Yeah,
Wendy.
I'd call Wendy too.
I call Wendy.
Yeah. Should make you feel good about it.
Yeah.
No, don't worry, honey.
Don't worry.
She's already into it.
So after the break, we put this cast to the medical test. Yeah. Don't worry, it's not as scary as it sounds. Or maybe it is a little bit. I dabble in medicine. That's what I do. I just dabble.
Just ahead,
Rhinorrhea?
Diarrhea?
will the cast ace our eTalk Med School pop quiz? Plus, a sneak peek of the season premiere. We'll return with eTalk Presents Saving Hope, the final season.
eTalk presents Saving Hope. The final season continues with the show's incredible core cast. Now, you guys have been in the pseudo-medical environment for a minute now, and I'm thinking that the medical jargon must be really tricky to learn. How much do you really know?
I think I know a lot more than I do.
That's right.
Okay, so now I'm going to put you to the test. What do the following terms mean? Tracheotomy.
When you cut the...
I didn't give it away at all.
Sorry.
Tracheotomy.
You know that one, 'cause that one.
Yes, that's it. Rhinorrhea.
Diarrhea?
Yeah, but for a rhino.
But it has the same running.
Right. Through the nose.
Runny nose.
That's it.
Runny
There you
nose.
go.
Yeah.
A little birdie told me that the medical jargon is one thing, but there's one thing that you all have trouble doing, and that's putting on those medical gloves. So you all have a pair?
Yes.
Can we put you to the test? I know. You didn't think there was going to be math on this exam, right?
It's the OR
The
one.
key to
So what's
putting
the
on
key?
the glove is to not stress yourself. And if it takes you the entire time,
You're sweating.
just do it.
When you're
and
sweating.
you
Start worrying
also
about it?
try to keep your hands out of the shot. Because
so you're-
invariably you will end up
I love this. You're not breaking eye contact.
like this.
And you're just doing it.
And doing an entire scene like this. But if your hands are down, nobody knows.
Perfect.
And then you have to pull out your stethoscope
That's
with
my
this.
favorite one.
That's right. That's the one. It's the two
By the
fingers.
powers invested in me, I now pronounce you all fake MDs.
That's awesome.
Don't go anywhere. We're about to give the cast of Saving Hope their final send-off.
But yay!
Next, an exclusive clip from the season 5 premiere on eTalk Presents Saving Hope, the final season.
Nothing bad is gonna happen because I've got your back.
Hey, you broke your promise. It's time to pay up.
Last season's shocking cliffhanger left us very concerned for Alex and Charlie.
I have to find him. Charlie! Gunshot wound!
Now, a life hangs in the balance, and Alex must take action.
Whoa! Bleeder! Spoke too soon. There must be a tear in the aorta. I'll need an aorta clamp and a 4-0. Screw that bullet. I'm gonna cross-clamp the aorta at the diaphragm. Once I cut off the blood supply, I got maybe 5 minutes before the organ shut down. 5 minutes. Start the clock.
Meanwhile,
Keep it in your pants, Williams.
drama unfolds in the ER when Dr. Cassie Williams is accused of unprofessional behavior.
Next time you get the urge to share a personal tidbit of mine with a patient, do me a favor, don't.
Can Williams redeem herself in the eyes of her mentor, Dr. Kinney? And what happens to Charlie? The answers to this and more on Saving Hope Season 5.
Welcome back to eTalk Presents Saving Hope, the final season. This is my final moment with all of you. What do Hope fans take away from being part of the Saving Hope family for 5 years?
Hope.
Hope, really, yeah.
Hope, love.
Yeah.
Anything's possible.
Thank you so much for spending this time with eTalk.
Thank you, Jim.
And for spending time with your Saving Hope fans. Here's to an incredible 5th season. Congratulations.
Thank you.